And welcome to Tonic Live. Hello everyone.
Hello everyone and welcome to Tonic Live with myself, Daniel.
And me, Alison.
Hey. Yeah, it's just us two today.
Quiet one today.
I know, yeah. Owen is off joining himself in London, I believe.
Oh, lovely.
Sure. I think he's got a wedding or some sort.
Yes, he did say he had a wedding.
Not his one, just
at the weekend,
a wedding
didn't he?
of some sort. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's, what we're going to make today is using the brand new kit, 13.
Kit 13.
It's available now on toniccraftkit.co.uk or tonic-studios.com if you're in the US. And yeah, you've made a beautiful card, birthday wishes card.
I've made a card incorporating a gift because it's a little gift wallet. So we have the inside here that comes out. Then you can open this. You could put money in there. You could put a store card, or you could put a little message in there. You know, like sometimes you have these 20 things to do. You could put 20 things that you're going to do into one of these. So that's where I am. That's my little envelope.
So I suppose it is primarily a gift card.
It is a gift card.
Thing, isn't it, I guess.
Exactly.
But as you said, you can just put little messages in there.
It's whatever you want. If you want to tell your loved one, just that you love them.
Yeah.
You could, you know, if they're going away on a trip, and you could pop this into their suitcase, and then put a lovely little message inside it. That's if you're feeling a little bit romantic.
Oh, that's cute. That's a good idea, that is.
There we are. So pop the gift card back in, and it pops in and out really easily.
Good.
I was asked about ATCs. Now the ATC is slightly bigger than this little insert, but it will fit in the box. I don't think you'd be able to put layers on it though. I've got 2 layers here, plus I've got, so there's 4 layers in effect there. You'd be fine with that, but I wouldn't put any more than that. You wouldn't be able to put foam pads and things like that on it. It would have to be kept quite flat. But yes, an ATC will fit in the box if that's what you like to do and make your ATCs.
Cool. Yeah, because we did do a bunch of these ATC die sets, didn't we?
We did. And there's a big following still out there for ATCs.
Yeah, definitely. And
obviously, it's a nice little pocket that you can give them to someone.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So I've tried to use as much as I can from the kit, but also to give you a few different techniques today.
Nice.
So what shall I start with?
Well, as I say, there are a few different Nouveau products in here that some people may not have seen potentially.
Exactly, that's what I thought and never used.
Yeah, yeah, true.
So that's what I thought, but use them in a different way. That was my thinking along this one. So here's our dies. You have the insert dies, and they can be all layered. They can be layered, but I wouldn't layer them with foam pads. I would glue them in place for the insert. And you've got the outer box. Yeah. Okay. Because if I can turn this, if you can see there, let me take that out. There's a tiny little slit in the top of the box. I'm not sure. I don't know whether you're going to pick it up. That's the width you've got to play with.
Like that.
Yeah.
There, basically.
Yeah. So the first thing I think I'm going to show you is our Mica mists, because they kind of came in and they went out ever so quickly.
Yeah.
So
I think that was during our
birthday week, I think, wasn't it?
Like that. Yeah.
So I've used them on the papers that have come in the kit. So this is our Mica mist. If you've never seen it before, there's a range of, let me just pop this bracelet off because it's going to drive you nuts.
I think it was 7?
6 or 7.
Different colours.
There's green, pink, gold, silver, blue, gold, purple.
8 maybe.
I can't remember the others, but there's quite a range. Yeah. So what I wanted to do was use the papers that came in the kit, just to show you, just to show a different perspective on them. They may be colours you think, I'm not going to use that one. I don't really like it, but you may do something else with it. So I'm going to use my little box
Ooh,
as my spray booth.
wow.
So one thing to keep your boxes full.
Yeah. Yeah, because this, as you may or may not know, the Mica mist stuff can be quite messy.
It can be messy.
Hence the spray box, I think, is potentially needed.
Always shake your mists first.
There is a little ball bearing.
There's a little ball bearing, you may hear it on my mic there rattling back and forth.
Yeah.
So give it a good shake.
It's just to activate the mica and well, to move the mica around to make sure it's all evenly.
The mica will settle in the bottom otherwise. So, I tell you what, I've got one of them to show you. I've got a dry one, so I'm going to show this one. So you either spray very, very lightly. I've actually, there we are, you could just see the mica coming through.
It's actually changing it to a different blue.
It does change it to a different blue. And you put as much or as little, you can make it a little bit drippy. If you press very lightly on the cap, you get bigger splodges. And that may be the pattern that you're after. So if I lift that there, you should be able to see the sheen.
Maybe. Just about.
Maybe, maybe not. Right. I brought one down that I've already sprayed. Hang on, I have got another piece of blue as well.
Somewhere.
Maybe I have.
I was trying to read some of the comments. The pad, not the iPad, the tablet that we use for the YouTube comments that we were trying to use has ran out of battery. So that's our fault there.
Right.
I'll try and see if I get it up on my phone instead. So we've got loads of people on Facebook anyway, as per usual. Sharon, Sue, Lou, Catherine, Kim, Aisha, Julie. Hello, hello, hello. And I'll try and read as many comments as we do. I'm doing 2 different jobs today though.
You
so
are. You're very much multitasking today.
I'll try and do that. I'll try and get YouTube up on here as well. Anyway, apologies. Go on.
Well, this is the colour the card started. This is the colour after I've sprayed it and it's all dried. So you can see
Completely different.
it's a bright, bright blue.
Yeah.
On the blue, I don't know whether you can see it. You should be able to pick it up on the back there as well. You may be able to get it. Sorry, let me drop it.
Oh, I see. So you've put.
I've
It's
put
like
it,
behind
I've put
the
it on the
Glimmer
blue
paste.
as well. Maybe when that's dried at the end, it'll
Yeah.
show up a little bit more because I can see it down in that far corner.
Yeah.
I think it needs to dry. Care of your mists afterwards. Take the top off and rinse out this little bit. So shake out as much my mist as you can. Pop it in the sink. Give it a little rinse. Press the top down so that all the water is all cleaned out with fresh water.
Mm-hmm.
What clogs these mists is the mica. It collects in this little tube and that's what clogs your spray mechanism.
Right.
So if you rinse it out with water, when I finish here now, I will be taking this to the sink and giving it a good rinse out. And then next time I use it then, it's ready to go.
Right, okay.
And I know it's ready to go then. So that's just a little bit of...
Helpful information.
Not health. Home, what am I trying to say? Housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping for your mists. So that's one I've done. I thought I brought another piece of card down, but you know when you just can't find it?
Is it the one in this one?
I will have to use that one, I'm afraid.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah.
So I may need to dry it quickly.
Okay. I think the embossing gun heat thing is over on the other side. I'll go and grab it.
Don't worry. If you want to just spray it very, very lightly, you see there, that's on white, and it looks very different. Just gives you a little bit of a hint of colour. I just wanted to show you all the different colours that you can get from it. You can mist it very heavily or just lightly. There we are, you can see the box there.
Yeah.
And you
Try and
probably
pick it
can see it.
Yeah.
You see the sides of the box over here? Let me move that out of the way. You can certainly see the colour there. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, this will be fine.
Yeah,
This
sure.
will be fine. I think I've put quite a bit. There we are. You can definitely see the sheen there.
Yeah.
That's your mica.
Because I suppose the other side is.
That's the other
comparison,
side.
basically.
When you see the other side, it is different. Okay, So I wanted to see what I could do with these dies in my set. And I thought, right, I'm going to make a stencil. Because I loved the pattern that we've got. It made a beautiful trellis. So I thought, right, I'm going to have a go making a stencil. So I have started. So I've taken the middle die. And as you can see, it is a lovely, lovely pattern. But don't just think of it for this one cutout. There are no edges on this die, so it's not going to cut you an edge. It's just going to cut you a pattern. So I have started here. I've overlapped that 3 times and then cut. So I'll show you again, just so you can see at the bottom exactly where I'm going with it.
I suppose that's something that we don't really talk about a lot.
We
It's
don't.
the fact that you can make your own stencils from die cuts, which, well, can change a lot of designs then.
That's
Especially
right.
if you want, I don't know, a particular thing to match your die cut or something like that.
But I don't have to buy a stencil then. This was an offcut that was just in my scrap box. It doesn't matter if it's scratch. The reason I like to use a mirror card is whatever you're spraying or whatever, you know, your water-based,
wipe it off, I suppose.
You can wipe it off if you're very gentle, but you do have to be very gentle. But it doesn't soak into it, so I'm not wasting product then. So I'm just making sure that I've got that lined up.
Yeah. Because if you were to use a card like this, for example, you'd have to change the stencil every time, pretty much, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I mean, I could use this more than once, though.
Yeah.
Cleaning it is a little bit harder because obviously it is still paper at the end of the day.
Yeah. Can only do so much. I suppose that's why you get plastic stencils rather than paper.
That's right. But then sometimes you think, oh, well, I'm not going to use that pattern very often. I'm just going to use it occasionally. So look at your dies. Look at what you've got. Grab them out.
Yeah. We've got loads of people again. I'll try and read some of these now. So, people saying good morning. Hey, everyone.
Hello.
If there is any issues in regards to, like, I don't know, like freezing or anything like that, just leave the stream, come back on. It should be fine. We've got a few people asking about the kit in general as well as purchasing previous kits. Pretty much all of kit 1 to 10 sold out in the vault when we released that.
Wow, I missed that. I was on holiday.
I think a lot of people did, just because it was over in about an hour's time.
Exactly.
But yeah, basically with these kits, just to let you know anyway, we will be releasing any stock that we have left over from the months in the vault, which we release every now and again. We'll give you more information on that. But there might be some kit 12s and kit 11s and potentially some kit 13s left after this as well once we finish the month. But we don't order any more kits in. It's pretty much whatever stock that we have.
When it's gone,
it's gone. The same goes for kit 1 to 10 now. So if you've missed out on them, they are unfortunately not available, and we won't be getting any more in either. But just so, if you want to make sure that you get every kit, make sure to go over to either toniccraftkit.co.uk to subscribe, or to tonic-studios.com if you're in the US to subscribe then. Because there isn't, you can cancel at any time. It saves you a bit of money on postage as well. And yeah, and so it makes sure that you have, it secures your kit every month then. And if for whatever reason you don't like that particular kit that month, you can cancel it and rejoin the next month or whatever, you know, it's completely up to you.
There we go. So there is, be careful when you're taking off your die. But there's our pattern. So, I mean, that could be incorporated into your card. It doesn't need to be a stencil. But I think that's, there we are, have a look on the back. It's a little bit glary when you look at it on the front.
It's too much mirror.
It is. But you can see that's a gorgeous pattern. You know, that would make an all over pattern on your card if that was what you wanted to do. So I'm just going to move this away now because I just wanted to show you that for a minute. And then I wanted to show you because as well, you may have seen the glimmer paste used. Right, this is drying now and you can see the shimmer. It is gorgeous.
We've got, I just read some comments on that. Oh, Nama's saying that she's seen people use vellum and acetate to make stencils out of dyes, essentially. I suppose that way...
You can, because I wonder whether it would buckle though if you're using a wet a wet product. That
And
would be my only worry.
And I suppose it kind of limits you in the pattern that you use, because it's not going to be a particularly like intricate pattern won't cut through like a thick acetate or something like that.
It won't go through thick acetate.
But it should go through thinner ones. Ish.
The thinner ones, yes, are going to be easier. It's going to be a trial and error with acetate.
Yeah.
It's going to be a trial and error with what machine you've got and also how thick your acetate is. Acetate's a bit of a funny creature. There we go. And you've got some that are quite pliable, but they're really difficult to cut. So that, I would say, would be a trial and error for you. But vellum, I would worry you would buckle with vellum.
Yeah.
Okay, so my glimmer paste, I've already been using this. And normally you see us put this on with a palette knife. But I thought, well, not everybody's got a palette knife. So I thought everybody has got a little brush. So I thought, right, we'll give it a go with a brush.
Here goes.
So here goes. So I'm just dabbing it on.
Just lost the comment again then as well. But someone said something about Kit 11. Oh, Mary's saying she got an email saying the Kit 11 is sold out. It was basically sometimes we keep a small amount. Sometimes it's like a handful of kits for customer service related things. Because unfortunately, even though that we've moved to a tracked mail and stuff, some do still get lost in the post office for whatever reason. So we do keep a certain number behind, and that certain number then we have released in the vault if there's any left of that then as well. So it was sold out for the month, but there could potentially be some in the vault afterwards if there's any left.
And if there is, you can guarantee they won't be there long.
Yeah. So if we sold out for the month in Kit 11, then that means that we don't really have any left at all. There will be a handful left. So just keep an eye out for emails when we do release 11 into the vault then.
There we are. I mean, I've made quite a few of these stencils and I've still got glimmer paste left.
Yeah.
So it will go a fair way. And I'm doing a whole sheet. I'm doing the whole side of a sheet. You may only want to use a little bit of it.
We've got Sarah saying, how many shimmer colours are there? Is that referring to
the Mica mists?
Yeah.
We think there's 7, but I will check on that for you.
And then the glimmer paste, I think there's about 12, isn't there? 12 colours.
Glimmer paste is... Oh, glimmer paste,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, no,
Sorry.
She does say shimmer as well, but just as a covering basis there.
Oh, gosh. Glimmer paste, there's more, isn't there? Because we had some
Yeah.
new ones added.
Oh, yeah, we did. Maybe 15, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe 15. Well, me and Alison need to clue ourselves up on our own products.
I do. They're on my shelf, but I just go to them. I don't count them. Okay, so this brush now, put it straight into water. Because if you leave that, it's just going to go hard.
Yeah.
So just pop it straight into water and it all washes out. Because that's the same brush that I used earlier.
Because this stuff just dries hard, doesn't it?
It dries rock hard.
So it would do the same on the brush.
It would. It would. So if you're using, there we go. There's my stencil. And there's next to nothing. If you look on there, I don't know whether you can see it. There's hardly anything on there. So that could be reused.
Yeah. You can tell it's been used, but
you
it's
can
not,
see it's being used.
but not to the point where it's like unusable again.
Exactly. So there, I'm not sure how much you're going to pick up on that. That's when it's wet, but when it dries, it picks up the colours in the paper as well. So this has kind of picked up blues and greens, as you can see in that.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful colour. This is the moonstone.
To say hey Tracy, she's Tracy Sutton, and she hasn't squats live for a while. I think we've missed you a bit, Tracy, actually. So I realised that.
How's your mum, Tracy? Because I know she wasn't well the last time.
Yeah, hope everything's okay. Yeah, all good. Got a few people on YouTube there as well. Simon is jumping in on that, so most of those questions are being answered on there. Yeah, all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so making the box.
Box.
Here we go, the box. I mean, this is now all dye based. We've used more or less everything in the kit here.
Wow. you set yourself a challenge when we asked you to make
Well,
a kit
yeah,
thing?
because
Just
you
try
want
and
to
use
see
everything.
you want to see everything, don't you? You want to see it used.
Yeah, yeah.
As you can see my fingers, there is a little bit of transference from the mica, so you may want to give it a spray with a cheap hairspray, or maybe a spray varnish or something, just to stop it coming off on your hands. Right, so what have I used here? I've used the base dye. This is your outside of your box. So that's that, and I've used the pearlescent card that's in the kit.
Yeah.
I virtually used all the papers in the kit. There's one I haven't used, and I was a bit gutted that I hadn't been able to use that one. So you're going to crease all your score lines.
And is it similar to like most of our dimension stuff where it's normally 2 die cuts of...
No, it's
the
one. It's just one die cut. So it makes it really easy, and everything folds inwards, in towards the box. Nothing folds backwards. So again, they're little tabs on the end, so be careful with those because they're a little bit finer, but they need to be fine because it's only a little box at the end of the day. Okay, so I'll show you now where I folded. So this is the inside of your box. So you've got all your sides all folded up, and you've got your tabs as well folded. So putting it together, it's a little bit, I'm going to move this out the way so you can see exactly what I'm doing. It's a little bit of all opposites here. So I'm doing it with tape because it makes it easier. So the little tab on the top, I'm putting a bit of tape on the inside. This doesn't matter which side as long as you do it opposites. I've got a little bit, if you see that tape, it's a little bit wider than my tab, but as long as the wideness is on the outside, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I've done that side, so I'm going to do the opposite down here, the opposite diagonals. So we repeat again. So a little bit on the tab.
Pauline on YouTube is saying that could you take the slits off from the sides to make it a larger gap in the box when you finish it? So these bits here.
They are holding it in place.
Okay.
When I show you now, you'll understand. So we turn it over. You could take them all off and glue the sides, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you could.
You've got something like.
But it won't
particularly
hold.
thick. Yeah.
This holds it in place as well. It holds your insert in place.
Like a finger.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But you could cut them off. Yes. Yes. Right. So we've done those two. So I'm turning it over now. This is the top, and I'm doing the opposite too. I'm hoping this is making sense to you, and you will understand why.
Lou Bamford saying, I'm looking forward to this kit. Who am I kidding? I'm just looking forward to all of them.
Oh,
and Billy says, each month is her favourite kit until the next one.
Exactly, exactly. So all your 4 tabs are done. Opposites on one side, turn it over, and they're the same on the other side. So it's your diagonals. Right, so take wherever you've put your tape. If it's on the outside, then it's going to stick to the inside of the tab. That makes sense. Then you turn it over to the other side, and your tape is on the inside. Whoops. So if your tape's on the inside, it's sticking to the outside of your box. So I've got one that's inside, one that's outside. Okay? And you're just repeating on the other side then, exactly the same. So everything is opposites, diagonal opposites.
Something to just kind of go back to the vault thing, because someone on YouTube saying they had issues trying to get into it. You do need to be an active subscriber to be able to purchase things in the vault. So it was a way of people, basically, if they started off their subscription and missed a few, there was the idea that you could purchase to make up the rest of your collection, if that makes sense, rather than to pick whatever one you wanted, if that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. I think so.
Okay, so if your tab is on the outside now, this other side tab is going to cover it. So it's going to go like that. So everything is hidden. And the same on the other side. Whoops. If you've got a tab sticking out on the outside, the outer tab covers it. So I'm going to stick those down now with just a little bit of tape. So when you've got your tab on the outside, put your tape over it. There we are. And you don't need to tape it corner to corner, you know, all the way over. As long as you tape almost to the fold, you'll be fine. And again on the other side, and again you'll find it's diagonal opposites again.
There was I think a small bit of confusion on Facebook because they were talking about the kits and how it feels great to have one every month or whatever.
Right.
And Ricky was saying that it's my birthday, Christmas rolled into every month, getting the kits.
Oh, that's lovely.
So, but a few people thought that she meant it was her birthday today.
Oh,
so,
right.
Ricky has now clarified it isn't her birthday.
It's not her birthday.
I didn't want to read that message just in case, because I thought that's what you meant. But then I didn't want to say to people in the comments saying it's not her birthday.
Oh.
Just in case it was. But yeah, there we go.
There we are. So just push it gently and everything lines up. And again, repeat on the other side. They're so easy to put together. Just cut your first one out and you will be absolutely fine. My tape I'm having more problems with than anything. You can glue these. I'm just doing it for speed, as she says.
Someone asked in the comments as well, I can't remember who, sorry, but asking if we've done red line tape. We have
done red line tape.
I was trying to think, because we did a few but different types of tape.
And we've also got tissue tape as well.
Yeah.
We have got red line tape.
It's part of our Craft Perfect range, which is part of the paper range. It came under that then as well. So yeah, we do have red line tape. It should be available in most of the people that sell our products. So.
Yes, it should be.
I'll try and find a code.
We've
for
also
you
got foam pads.
Yeah.
Dimensional pads. I'm trying to think what else we've got.
Tissue tape.
Yeah.
Love a bit of tissue tape.
We love a tissue tape. So, anyway, moving on.
We'll talk about tissue tape now.
There's our box done. So, our panels then, I've cut a white panel. You've got two different patterns with the panels. You've got a plain edge, and you've also got one that gives you a little indent and a little bit of a pinprick edge in. That's the one I've used. It may be easier to show on the white. So it's taken the corners off, but it's also got a little pinprick edge in. But I wanted to do something different again. I'm all for doing something different today. So I'm going to move that out the way. And I've used the papers from the pads, because you get a paper pad with this kit. I have taken a few of these out, so if they fall, that's the reason. So you've got a lovely, there we are.
Yeah.
The white speciality. I can't for the life of me think of the name.
Should be on the front.
Is it on the front? There we are.
Pearl Ripple.
That'll do.
Yeah, so we've got 4 different, so they're all part of the craft card. Luxury card, speciality cards.
Speciality cards, these are.
Brain's not working today. So yeah, it's 4 different speciality cards. Because normally we include like 3 or 4 different kinds. Well, altogether there's normally about 7 different types of card in the kit.
There is.
So we started doing a few of these paper packs now, and it gives you more of a variety, I suppose, or maybe just more swatches.
You get more in this. You get 6 sheets of each one. So you've got. I mean, you're not even going to get you're only going to get 1 6x6 from an A4 sheet, and you've got 6 of them in there.
Yeah.
So you've got a lot more variety. So you've got the Pearl Ripple, which is the white one, which is gorgeous. Then you've got the Silver Silk, which I love.
It's all very shiny stuff.
Absolutely love this one. Then we have Ice Glacier, which is again, we're all about textures in this kit.
Yeah.
And then you've got the Denim Ripple then, which again, as it catches the light, it is just beautiful. Yeah.
We've gone a lot with like whites and blues and this kind of kit in particular. It is, I suppose, it is one of our Christmas kits, I guess, because of the.
It's Christmas or birthdays.
Yeah. But
we're at that time of year when you've started Christmas, maybe, or you're just about to.
Yeah.
But you've still got birthdays to do. So we've kind of covered all ways with this. So I've used the denim ripper to cut the die cut, but also to cut the sentiment, and you can see it cuts beautifully. Every detail is there. And then I wanted to put a little bit of silver. So, sorry, it's gotta go. There we are, and see my pad does stay together.
Yeah.
Even though I can pull a sheet out, it does stay together.
And these packs as well will help you use some of your cards while still keeping some
Yes.
to admire from a distance, as a lot of people seem to do.
Yes, you can keep one, you can
Yeah.
stroke one, you can do whatever with these pads. Give them away. Right, I'm not sticking this down because I don't want the outer edge. I just want the inner bit, and I'll show you why now. Oh, I'm going to bring it back because otherwise I've got a cup of water over here, my brushing, and I'm going to hit it over otherwise.
Sharon's asking if you can set up a subscription for someone else. We have talked about potentially doing like a gift subscription.
What a fabulous gift.
Yeah, so you could we still need to work out if it's possible anyway, but we talked about it. So you could do you could pay for a month for someone, 3 months or 6 months, whatever. We were talking about doing that. What you could do, I'll have to double check to make sure anyway, but I think you can just purchase another subscription and add a delivery address to be your friend's address potentially. So it depends on what you want to do. You can either do it that way, or you can do the one-off that way. You alright?
Yeah. For some reason it's not cut, so I'm just going to run it through again.
So yeah, I think you can just add another subscription and make the delivery address to your friend's address or whatever that may be.
That'd be lovely. What a fabulous
But
gift.
we have talked about gifting like a product that is a gift, so you can pay it for a certain amount up front or something like that. But yeah, we haven't worked out the details as of yet, so keep an eye out for that, I guess.
There we are. So there again, if I use this, you'll be able to see it. There's my birthday wishes all cut out.
Oh, sorry. Lou is also asking a while back now, and a few people have given answers to that as well. But what is tissue tape?
Tissue tape is the white tape that you have. This is completely clear. When you stick this down, it's completely clear. The tissue tape, I have a feeling it tears as well. I think that's the reason it's called tissue tape. Let me just lift this up. But this is completely clear, because you do get some that are like opaque. But that one, as you can see there, is you can't see it.
Disappeared.
So I would be happy to use that on acetate.
Right.
Because some leave a yellowy tinge.
Oh, I think I have seen.
And
that
you can
before.
see it there.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay. Have I?
No, that was me. I'm just moving around.
Have I trod on your mic again?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. So I'm just going to cut out. I want the middle bit of this. So I'm just trimming out the centre, which is why I didn't cut it out.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because I didn't need it. So I'm just going to trim the edges down a little bit because I only need them very, very fine. I wanted to back my design because I wanted that little bit of a drop shadow, but I didn't want it behind everything. I just wanted the wording.
So I suppose the drop shadow would look a bit odd in the bits here, I guess, wouldn't they?
Exactly. So I didn't want them there, but I wanted it behind my wording. So I don't know whether you can pick that up. Hopefully. So a little bit behind the wording. So again, he was just doing things with the kit that were a little bit different to what we normally do. So a tiny bit of glue. If you're after our Nuvo glue, I'm afraid we're out of stock still.
Still.
I know, I'm desperate for it to come back in.
Skim was saying she's trying to keep awake today. I mean, if that's the case, you can always watch us back if you really want to.
I'm sorry.
So
have I kept you up?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's.
So sorry.
It's Alison's fault. It's just so boring.
I know.
So it's just
I
like,
am
sorry.
Afternoon snooze.
Yeah, but yeah, if
it may not be afternoon
no.
where we are.
But yeah, so feel free to have a sleep, watch this back.
We'll still be
worry,
there.
Don't worry.
There we go. So there's my birthday wishes that you can see there. So it does make quite a statement.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm going to glue this in place just onto my white background. And then I wanted to make a little bit more with the silver, because the silver's gorgeous. When you have all these at home, you would definitely be wanting to give these papers a good stroke. But hopefully there's enough there that you will use as well, because that's the idea of them. Not to keep them all forever and a day.
However tempting that may be.
I know. Well, there's some people that have never used their papers.
I know. I think.
So maybe these will get used then.
Maybe.
Maybe. So there we go. There's our lovely birthday wishes.
Nice.
But again, the other die in the kit is Merry Christmas. And if you're wondering, the font on this is amazing. It is, I'm hoping you can see it there. If I hold it up there.
Yeah, do a bit of white
Yeah.
card or something. Oh, maybe
Put it
back
on the
of this.
blue.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe put it on the blue.
Ooh.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. That's the back of the die you're looking at there.
Yeah.
So, I've got all these silver bits left in here. But I didn't want to fill it all in, because other than that I may as well put a silver layer behind it. But I wanted to put some of these bits back in. So I just thought I would put the stripes in. So we had the blue and silver stripes then. I don't know what it is, but it reminds me of an American football team. And I don't know why.
I can kind of get that. Yeah.
You know, not that I'm that familiar with American football teams, but
No.
that was what it said to me.
No, I don't think you're being completely crazy.
Is it
I
blue
think
socks or something?
There's red socks.
Is it red?
Yeah.
Blue socks for me today then.
There's red socks in baseball.
Is that what it is?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Um,
I hear these things and
Yeah.
that's about it, you know. So these little pieces will just pop back in.
I mean, sports for me in general, I'm not the biggest fan.
Do I look like I'm into sports, Dan?
But I do like American football in general.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't know. I quite like it. When I went to America, they had it's much bigger over there, obviously, and they just had loads of it on all the time.
Right.
There was a particular channel, I think they were just playing it all the time, because they have multiple kids. They got the NFL, which is like the bigger one.
Yeah.
Then they've also got a few different leagues. They've also got college football, which is basically university football.
Right.
It's equivalent anyway. And it's massive. It's televised. They fill out stadiums like the Millennium
Wow.
Stadium for people that are in university in a league. It's
Wow.
massive. Yeah, and that's all televised and stuff. So yeah, it's just, I don't know, I quite liked watching it. I was there watching for a good few hours one day. I was just like,
I
I'm
never
enjoying
got
this.
to go to a match when I was over there. My son
No, I
was quite young at that time,
Yeah.
and I didn't think he'd sit through a match.
Blue and silver Dallas Cowboys.
Ah, there you are.
There we
See, I'm
go.
not that daft then, am I? Might look, eh?
Shh. No.
Right, so I'm nearly done. But look at your dies differently. What have you got there? What can you use there? I can hear an echo.
Yeah. There's a few people saying their teams as well. I mean, go Steelers, black and gold. I mean, there's no day you could make this.
There you are. You know, we always struggle for men, for boys. This is perfect.
It is, yeah. The colours go really well for that. Then as well.
They do. But I mean, whatever colours. And again, not being funny, if you struggle for a card, you struggle for a present. So therefore you can just either put money inside, but it makes it look like, I think sometimes when you give money, I feel as though they think I haven't thought about it. But when you put it in something like this, you have thought about it, and you've made them a beautiful gift as well.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Red and gold for the 49ers. Sorry, I like NFL, so I would say New York Jets for me personally, but
I'd say I haven't got a clue.
there you go.
Not a clue.
Are there any Detroit Lions fans out there? Every time they never seem to do well. And I always think that, yeah, they always tend to be bottom of the league a lot of the time. So
Oh, bless.
I'd quite like to, like, that's my opinion
Yeah.
anyway. That's what I've seen. I'm not obviously not a big fan anyway, but that's what I've seen of in general. They do tend up either bottom or second to bottom a lot of the time. But yeah,
bless.
any
No.
Detroit Lion fans out there? Kind of like, I want to see that. No.
So this is our insert now, and the dies that come with the insert. So I've used the outer edge for this, obviously, as you can see.
Mhm.
So just fold that straight in half. Then you've got 2 dies that will cut if you wanted pattern card, you wanted pattern paper. You've got one that's got stitching, which is the one I've used on these. So if you can see just around the edge, you've got your little stitching. So you could use your pens, you could fill that detail in, or
Something
just
like
leave
that
it.
white,
Yeah, a
pen.
white gel pen or a black pen.
Mhm.
So we've got those, and then we've got the 2 patterns. So we've got a lovely chevron, and we've also got the one that we used somewhere here. You know how good I am at putting stuff away.
What are you looking for?
The pattern, the one that oh, here it is. The pattern I used to make my stencil. So there's your other one. So you've got 2 lovely patterns for the front. And again, you know, you can pick and choose or just leave it plain. So for this, I've just left it plain because I thought, well, I've used the stencils in other ways. So I'm just going to glue these in place. And again, you know, you can see a little bit of the spray on the back there. It does tend to get everywhere.
Mary Carlson saying money's better than gift cards, works all the time and anywhere.
Exactly, and you can have what you
Does-
want then, can't you?
It does kind of limit you a bit.
You don't
Cards,
have to.
I suppose.
You don't have to re-gift things then, do you? There we go. So I'll just line that up and press down. And the same with the other side. There we go. So again, I absolutely love this colour.
It's really nice.
It just, well,
Well,
it's-
because you can see the original in comparison as well.
exactly.
Like, the original's very nice anyway.
It's like
but
an
they've got-
electric blue to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
You know, there's a beautiful sheen on this, but when you add the blue on top,
Definitely.
I just think it's amazing. And again, if you just wanted a tiny little bit of it, just put a small amount. You don't have to use a lot.
Yeah.
It could just be a tiny bit. So there's my card, all done, ready to go in my box. So we need a little bit of ribbon now to tie the top, which I have got here.
Sue Hare saying, I think I'll get a lot of use out of this kit. And then Lou Bamford saying, I say that about all of them.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
it's good, really. It's just like lots of, again, and we talk about it a lot, where we make a particular kit for, I don't know, it's a purpose of some sort. So like,
Yeah.
there's a theme around it normally, but you guys normally surprise us in the creativity element of it and going that we wouldn't have thought about making it with that and that kind of thing. So
That's right.
it's always good to see.
Well, I'm in the progress of making something else.
Oh, that's weirdly
With
mysterious.
this kit. So you're going to have to keep tuned for that.
Interesting.
Because it's using something that I know a huge amount of you have got, but I also think it's a good idea. So there's my little tails on the top. So for the card, you can leave it, that could be the end of, that's your little gift to give someone. You could put in a little box if you wanted to,
Yeah.
or you can pop it on the front of a card. So my card base, I'm losing everything over here today. There's my card base.
There we go.
So, you know when you don't want to waste your card, but you want to put a little bit? Well, I kind of felt like that about my pearlescent card. Because I'm looking in and out thinking, you've got one sheet of this in your kit, and you're not going to want to waste it. But you are going to have some little scraps left over. So I thought, right, we'll cut them down, and you can see it. These are my scraps because you can see where my cut edges are.
Yeah.
So as long as the one side is straight, just pop a little bit down the side of your die cut or your strip, your panel. This panel then I cut from the blue card. I'm not going to use that one because it's not completely dry, so this is one I made earlier. So a little bit of glue all down the side, and we'll have a bit on both sides. So that's all we need is my straight edge, and I only wanted a little bit. So this goes to show, if you've got a lovely paper, don't throw any of it out, because these literally are tiny, tiny bits of it.
Yeah. Sharon is saying this would be cute as an advent calendar for gift cards instead of small gifts or sweets. So you can make.
It certainly will.
Yeah, there you go.
Certainly will.
Yeah.
I'm on to it.
That's a nose tap. I've never seen it.
It's definitely a nose tap. Keep watching.
Yeah. And I'm glad everyone's enjoying their kits as well. Just maybe this one, not even though they haven't received it yet.
Oh, you will enjoy it. You
but
definitely
yeah, just like
will.
all the kits you've received previously, I'm glad you're enjoying them. I mean, if there's people out there like I think it was Sharon that said that she wanted to purchase a gift for someone. I mean, tell your friends about it basically.
Exactly.
If you think that they would enjoy it as much as you have, let them know really. And spread the joy of the craft kit.
Oh yeah, we want everybody to know about it. Yeah. We're enjoying it. Got a little bit of glue on the back. I've been a real messy pup here today. So sorry. So there's the front of my card.
Yeah.
Not terribly straight, but
Close enough.
So then I thought, right, what else can I do? So again, like I've said to you all along, I've been rethinking what can I do with this kit. So my little tails here, where have I had that from? That's this die. Let me show you by cutting it out, and then you can see.
Yeah.
You can see exactly where I've had it from then.
And I guess with these panels as well, as you mentioned as well, there's no cutting edge, so you can continue.
There's no cutting edge, so you just continue.
Yeah.
So with the one, I've made them longer. But with this one, I kind of thought, well, some people may not want to extend. Excuse me, I'm doing this in such a awkward angle. I'm not making life easy for myself at all today.
Billy's unfortunately has to leave.
Oh, thanks for joining us, Billy.
Yeah. And if it is issues with the stream or anything, feel free to come back. It should be fine when it comes uploaded again.
There we go. Just pop out all your panels. So you're going to have one going one way, one going the other way. I've extended them and made them a little bit longer. So what I would do, take your die, pop it into place, just overlock it on what you've done. Make sure on the back that your die cut is in the centre of your die, and then recut it. And that's what I've done for making these tails, but also for making, they look like sergeant stripes to me now. So if you've got somebody that is in the forces,
it's true,
that is in the army, that they have passed their sergeant's exams or something, or even higher.
Majors.
I'm assuming they still have stripes.
Yeah. I don't really know the breakdown of the promotional game.
Oh gosh, no, me.
Major? Is that higher than a sergeant?
Oh yeah, a major would be, yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know the breakdown, but I do know it's higher. So there we are, there's my little chevrons that I've used there. We'll pop the box on next. It does take a little bit of sticking.
There's quite a lot of weight attached to it.
It is. I mean, even though it's all card, it is quite weighty at the end. So we're going to pop that at, we go that way. Bit of a jaunty angle. Just pop it down. I mean, you can put something on top, you know, perhaps put my ribbon on top or something there.
Just so until it sticks.
Until it's in place, and then just lift it off. I'm going to pop my glue on so I can put a ribbon on. So we'll stick, I've got a double-sided ribbon. I wanted a double bow. So the way I make a double bow is fold my ribbon in half, and then 2 bunny ears, and then just cross them over, pull the loop through, and then pull your bow. So pull it tight.
You do a little bit forward, sorry.
Oh, sorry, lovely. There we are. So then pull the centre bow out and pull the bottom loop just slightly back, and then you know that middle loop is going to stay out then. I know everybody does their bows different, so just pull that one a little bit more. You could pull out from the middle, but I always find it easier to pull the bottom one. There we are. So there's my bow. So then we'll trim off the edges, put my tails together, whoops, fold them in half, and then I get a nice little tail then.
We've got Jane on YouTube saying hello, and then also Terry on YouTube saying, woohoo, I finally caught you live and not on a rewind. Hey.
Hello! Welcome!
Yeah.
Little bit too big, so we'll trim that down a bit. Just make it a little bit smaller. I've kind of gone a little bit OTT with my bow, which I tend to do. And then your rest of your Nouveau kit is...
I say there's still 3 of the products that we haven't used.
I haven't used everything here, so we'll just pop that bow. Maybe we'll put it that way this time. Have a little change. So I've got my glue gun. Whoops. So we have a little bit of glue on the back. A big blob of glue, yes.
Somewhere there.
We'll have it there. There we are. Put that out the way. So there's the startings of our card. Or the nearly finishings actually, not the startings.
So I say, what else are you going to do?
What else am I going to do? We'll have a few drops. So on this one we have, it's a bit small for me to read actually. What colours have we got here?
Silver something, sky, isn't it? I can't remember.
Liquid mercury, liquid mercury, and dazzling blue. So I'm going to pop some little crystal drops just along the centre. Ooh, as I drop them. I have to say, I normally take off the labels off these to make them easier, and I haven't today. There we are. So we'll have that there, and we'll have another 3. There we are. And then I'm going to pop 2 on the side. And then we'll have the dazzling blue in the middle. Just to finish off all our blues. Oops, I'm going to have to use my 2 hands with this. I didn't take the labels off because I wanted the colours. Hang on.
Oh, there you go.
I do have a bit of an arthritic hand, so there we go.
Sweet.
And there's our card.
Almost like the other
There
one
we
as
are.
well.
Well, I've done them different ways on the chevron, so you can see it, you can use them either way.
So yeah, there you go. There's 2 little cards there. Great.
What else
And
have we got?
Also, I was going to say,
in our kit that I haven't used.
got this thing here. Oh, and also, I forgot.
We have our stamps. So you have stars and snowflakes.
Yep, sorry. So there's an entire clip pot there as well that Alison hasn't used, and it can be used in anything there as well.
If you wanted to, when your glimmer paste is wet, you could put a light sprinkle in over that.
As Alison just mentioned, you've got 2 stamps there to make like kind of strips in that way. There's also the...
You have your glitter markers.
Yeah, which these are the surprise gift this month. We did kind of release it early, just because it goes so well with
It does
everything.
go well with it.
You know, matches everything colour-wise. So there won't be a surprise gift this month, but this is the surprise gift that would have been. And then also, of course,
your sticker.
Craft Kit sticker.
Your sticker.
Where would it be without?
So hopefully I've given you a few ideas, but also ideas to look at your dies differently. What else can you get out of your dies? You know, they're an expensive bit of kit that you don't want to leave sat in a drawer.
No.
So try and do a little bit something different with them. I'm sure we're going to have loads on our Facebook page of different things.
Loads and loads.
That people are creating with these.
Yeah, yeah. Because I've started to see a bunch of 12s as well. So
wow, fantastic.
Started to see loads of stuff like that now as well, which is really good. Big fan of that. But yeah, well, thank you, Alison.
That's
such
quite
a great
alright.
make.
You're very welcome.
And yeah, and hope that's give a bit of inspiration for you when you get your kit then as well. And yeah, hope you enjoyed today's show. Got another show at 4 p.m. on Friday. We'll be going through your cards. And it's layering stuff. Is that what it is? Yes.
Yes, layers this week.
Layers this week. So
come on, guys. You inspire us now.
Exactly.
We need inspiration for next week.
So yeah, and hope you enjoyed today. And join us at 4 p.m. on Friday then as well.